Welcome back to Skyrim for seniors. I'm, for whatever reason, I feel like I'm at a decision point. So I've taken some time between this last session and this session and made some decisions. And before I move on into I've decided to move on to do the College of Winterhold quest line. But before that, I want to point something out. We've reached 100 in alchemy, and we've reached 100 in smithing. But the other important crafting one is enchanting. And it's time that we went ahead and got ourselves to 100 in enchanting. Enchanting is, well, it's really, really boring. So what I thought I'd do, though, is show you how I'm going to do it, and then do it in the background, so to speak. But this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to make, let's see, I need the iron ore and leather strips. I think that's right. Did I get iron ore? Is that what I picked up? Iron ore. What? When? Okay, I picked up iron ore. Okay. And we'll make some iron daggers. Let's go ahead and make, let's say 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Okay? Okay. And this process that I'm showing you is how I'm going to increase my enchanting to 100. Go down and just take these petty soul gems. Now I'm going to just take an iron dagger. Now, I know which one of these I'm going to use. Let me just go ahead and pick a soul gem. Okay, now I have a soul gem and I have a dagger. Now, as I pick enchantment, it will show me a value. 536, 360, 376, 200, 288, 200, 240, 276, 584. That's the highest one yet. 240. Okay, so the absorb health 536. That was really high, but the highest one was paralyze. And that does two things. The best thing is it gives you more money when you go to sell them. So, that's why I'm going to pick it. That's what I'm going to pick paralyzed. And then I'm going to say, okay, craft. I'm going to use X. Okay. And so I'll pick it again. And I have to hit it a second time. So I'll go up and say, okay, two, and then craft it. So I'll pick a soul gem, pick a paralyzed enchantment. And this is why I've been collecting soul gems. And what I'm doing is, I'll do it very slowly. I select a dagger, then I come down here. I first select paralyze. That's the first A. Then I select A again, which simply says, yes, I want to, do it as much as possible. Okay. Then I come down here and I select a soul gem. Then I select A for craft. And I select yes, I want to do it. And then what happens though is you get the rhythm down, so to speak. And we've only got 4 daggers left. And that's it. We're out of daggers. Now we went from, 54 to 63. And I forgot exactly what we went to. But now we have a large number of iron daggers. Well, actually, we have 10. We don't have a large number. We have 10. Which will not stay separate like that, interestingly enough. We'll show you what let's go up here to this sack, which will help us illustrate the point. I'm putting them in the sack. And you can see they went together. They're all the same value. And our carry weight's 29. Why is it 29? I didn't put the soul gems back. Very good. Now, so what I'm going to be doing is along and along, between sessions, as we're going through the, well, probably just in a couple of sessions, because I want to go ahead and move the enchanting along and get up to 100, so that once I get all three, smithing, enchanting, and alchemy, which of course they're already there, once I get them to 100, then we can, I can, okay, wait a minute. I've got a, there it is, first lesson. I can improve my armor and Zephyr much better than they currently are, and move forward in the game better. And I want to do that. So
I think the college is due for a change in leadership.
really, and so to move things along,
I knew I heard something. I'm getting out of here.
we've hit it a couple of times, 2 or 3 times. There we go. That would be someone's, right, we're at the College of Winterhold, so somebody created that. All right, well, never mind, okay.
Welcome to the college.
You said something about a tour?
Yes, just a brief overview of our facilities. Are you ready?
I'd love to look around.
Wonderful. Please follow me and don't wander off.
Yes,
The
ma'am.
College of Winterhold has been a fixture in Skyrim for thousands of years. The prominent feature here is the Hall of the Elements. It's our primary location for lectures, practice sessions, and general meetings. The Arcanium is located above the hall, and the Archmage's quarters above that. While technically in charge of the college, the Archmage's responsibilities often keep him occupied. Thus, I run the day-to-day operations. Now, if you'll please follow me, I'll show you the living quarters. Unfortunately, we've had to implement more stringent entry procedures due to some problems with the local Nords. We don't anticipate any real violence, but it never hurts to be prepared.
Mirabelle strikes me as a quite competent administrator, college administrator. In many ways, one of the few competent people here at the college.
Our newest members are housed here, in the Hall of Attainment. I'll ask that you please keep your voice down while inside, as others may be working on research or delicate experiments.
All That sounds completely reasonable. On the face of it, at any rate.
Now I'll show you to your quarters. You're going to be sharing space with your fellow apprentices, who you'll meet shortly. This is where you'll be staying. This bed and desk are yours. Please try and be considerate of others. Now, let's go back to the Hall of the Elements, where most of the members gather for lectures and study sessions.
I have many important things on my mind. Your concerns are not among them.
I see. Ah, pleasant young man, aren't you?
Initially, you'll be learning from Tolfdir, one of our most esteemed wizards. Tolfdir is likely already addressing the new apprentices. Go on in, and if you have any problems, let one of our senior members know.
Thank you, Ms. Mirabelle.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
Well, hello, Mr. Aaron. You're the Archmage, aren't you?
It's no secret that the college's reputation in Skyrim is tainted.
Okay.
Welcome, welcome. We were just beginning. Please, stay and listen. So, as I was saying, the first thing to understand is that magic is, by its very nature, volatile and dangerous. Unless you can control it, it can and will destroy you.
Sir, I think we all understand that fairly well. We wouldn't be here if we couldn't control magic.
Of course, my dear, of course. You all certainly possess some inherent natural ability. That much is not being questioned. What I'm talking about is true control, mastery of magic. It takes years, if not decades, of practice and study.
Then what are we waiting for? Let's get started.
Please, please. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Eagerness must be tempered with caution, or else disaster is inevitable.
But we've only just arrived here. You've no idea what any of us are capable of. Why not give us a chance to show you what we can do?
You've been quiet so far. What do you think we should do?
The age-old, what would you call it? Debate between youth and age. You're not going to solve it, Tolfir. You have wisdom. They have eagerness and arrogance. Let's see. Safety should be more important than anything.
Well, your classmates certainly seem to disagree with you.
No, don't listen to her. We can do it. Just give us a chance.
All right, let's settle down. I suppose we can try something practical. In continuing with our theme of safety, we'll start with wards. Wards are protective spells that block magic. I'll teach you all a ward, and we'll see if you can successfully use it to block spells, all right? Would you mind helping me with the demonstration? Are you at all familiar with ward spells?
I already know it, and I already know... I have a ward spell, but I've never really used it.
That's what this lesson is for. Perfect time to try it out.
Okay.
Now, if you'll just stand right over there, I'll cast a spell at you. and you block it with the ward. Here we go. Over there, please, just opposite me. Wouldn't want anyone else in the way.
Oh, where's a ward spell? I don't know. Ward. Research. There it is.
Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. You have to keep your ward up, or else this won't work. I don't want to hurt you. Over there, please, just opposite me.
Yeah, I'm
Wouldn't
standing.
want anyone else in the way.
Okay.
Now, cast the ward spell and keep it up. Hold still. Excellent work. Well, I think this is an excellent... I'd like you all to continue practicing with wards, please. I think perhaps we're ready to begin exploring some of the various applications of magic throughout history. The college has undertaken a fascinating excavation in the ruins of Sarthal nearby. It's an excellent learning opportunity. I suggest we meet there in a few hours and see what awaits us inside. That's all for now. Thank you. Good to see Skyrim still has such fine people. It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education. The key to wards is that they take time to charge. Not long, but you can't start casting with a fireball coming at you. Also, if your ward isn't negated by an incoming spell, it will recharge itself after a moment or two. Just be careful. Casting wards requires constant concentration, and you can easily find yourself drained of your magical reserves.
Thank you, Tolfer. Okay, you motley crew, let's head to Sarthal. Oh, wait. I've got, wait, rats. Oh, wait, I have a room here. That's right. I have a room here now. Mr. Ahrens. Actually, Headmaster Ahrens.
What you learn here will last you a lifetime. Several, if you're talented.
That's an interesting thing to say. Several lifetimes? Let's see.
The college will be here for you no matter what. We always look after our own.
How about this barrel? Okay. Dragon bone and dragon scales. There we go. There we go. Oh, wait. What time is it? 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's certainly safe. They probably lose a few freshmen every year. I wonder how colleges do nowadays. I know nowadays with young people's entitlement concept, the way they feel, their sense of entitlement, in the 60s and 70s. Oh, wait a minute. What do we got going on there? Oh, that's probably just Stormcloaks or Imperials marching. Yeah, it is marching a poor prisoner off. It was pretty much expected, or at least at the engineering school where I went to school, that you'd lose approximately half of the freshman class by the time the sophomore year rolled around. There'd only be half of you around. But I bet that's not acceptable anymore, is it? Because students just would say, well, that's not, you can't fail me. I deserve to be here regardless. Well, it looks like military discipline has just what's this, the mill about smartly? Okay. So now they're looks like order has been restored and we're off again. Okay. Okay. Are you going to Sarthal also? But that was pretty standard back then. A 50% failure rate during the first year was pretty much expected. I bet that's no longer acceptable, is it? And it's the college's fault. If it were to happen, it would be the college's fault, not the students. Yeah, it would be the college's fault. In no way could it be considered the student's fault? Could it? Certainly not. Heavens no. Okay, how do I get down there? I guess I just go down there. Assuming I'm even headed remotely the right direction. Where are those guys going? Oh, they've changed their... Oh, I caused myself problems, didn't I? Okay. Of course I did. I went the wrong direction. There we go. I think. That's a whole thing. I will come back at some point and check that out.
It's always encouraging to see the younger generations embracing education.
Yes. What's so important
We're
about this place?
particularly interested in the prevalence of magical seals placed on the tombs here. It's rather unlike anything we've encountered.
Magical seals, uh-huh. So, it seems like you've already answered this question, but what are we looking for?
Anything. Anything at all that might be of interest. That's why I adore this location. We have no idea what we're going to find. And if along the way my message about the dangers of magic should happen to sink in for a few students, that would be a happy coincidence.
That does not sound like a safe training experience there, Topher. Sounds reckless. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
All right. Please stay close to me while we're inside. It should be safe, but it's always better to be cautious.
B-R-E-L-Y-N. Brel. I'm not sure how you pronounce that first name. Sort of backwards. Brel.
As some of you may know, Sawthor was one of the earliest known settlements of Skyrim, and also the largest. Sacked by the elves of the infamous Night of Tears, not much is known about what happened to Sawthor. This is an exciting opportunity for us to be able to study such an early civilization and the magics they used. Please be careful here. The site isn't entirely secured. Well, are there any questions before we begin?
I don't have any more questions. What would you like me to do?
Well, are there any questions before we begin?
I don't have any more questions. What would you like me to do?
Ah, yes. Well, why don't you see if you can assist Arniel Gain? He's one of our scholars, here working on cataloging our finds. I expect he'd appreciate some help in locating any additional magical artifacts here in the ruins. Any enchanted items will do. The usefulness of the enchantment is irrelevant. If you find anything, the class can look it over. Now let's see. What shall we have the rest of you do? Braylina, my dear, why don't you search for warding magics? Anything designed to keep people out. Don't interact with them, just identify them. All right, everyone. Let's be careful.
Oh my, look what's here. Look at that. Okay, I am find Arniel Gain. Okay. Right, find Arniel Gain. Because that's what it says in the journal. Okay. Good heavens, look at that. Huh. like a maze in here. So Tolfir said that Sarthal is one of the oldest. Oh look, I wonder if I can jump over there. That's a little bit far. I bet I could use the yeah, what is that? Let's see. Whirlwind sprint. Yeah, there it is. Okay. So. Worthless potions, but and someone lost their pickaxe over here. Okay. Alright, so I guess we do the same thing to get back. Alright. Is that something over there? Well, I don't know. Let's stop here, and then next episode we'll continue to explore Sarthal as we look for Arniel Gain. Okay? All right then.